The Matrix, Facades and Rules. Theme: Rules. This analysis will consist of 4 rules: mind-body separation, residual self-image, based on rules, and limits. Rule number 1. Mind-body separation, or commonly known as Descartes' dualism. After Neo's first experience in the sparring program, Neo asks, "I thought it wasn't real." And Morpheus responds, "Your mind makes it real. The body cannot live without the mind." Likewise, when a user logs out of Second Life, the avatar disappears. Within Second Life, an avatar cannot exist without its human counterpart. The basis of Descartes' cognito argument relied upon the mere ability for one to doubt. Without this ability, according to Descartes, one cannot exist. Rule number 2. Residual self-image. Morpheus has taken Neo to the Construct, which is a loading program where he will learn all the skills that he needs to succeed in the Matrix. Inside of the Construct, Neo's digital self does not represent the hairless Neo of the real world. Rather, as Morpheus informs Neo, he is seeing his residual self-image, or better said, a mental projection of his digital self. In the allegory of the cave, Socrates asks, "They are like us. I mean, in the first place, do you think these prisoners have ever seen anything of themselves and one another besides the shadows that the fire casts on the wall of the cave in front of them?" And Glaucon responds, "How could they, if they have to keep their heads motionless throughout life?" Like Neo, the prisoners only see what they have been exposed to. Rule number 3. A world based on rules. About halfway through the Matrix, Morpheus was explaining to Neo about the woman in the red dress. Morpheus says, "If you are not one of us, you are one of them. They are everyone, and they are no one." About 10 minutes later, Mouse also explained to Neo, "To deny our impulses is to deny the very thing that makes us human." Now we're going to analyze this bit within the context of A Rape in Cyberspace by Julian Dibble. Online experiences partake in a world of pseudo-anonymity. Behind every red-dressed avatar is a real person disguised as someone other than themselves. The actions one takes alters not only the landscape of those directly affected, but the ramifications for one's actions have a ripple effect. Once civil communities become entrenched with all the emotional baggage of real life, while an act may not have occurred in reality, the temptations of one's impulses will eventually reveal themselves. For Neo, such an act could result in death. For Mr. Bungle, though, the sequence of events, with no consequences to his real-life experience, resulted in his totem, or his virtual death.